The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. And still injured, James Harden. They're counting the days until he returns.
Kevin, this is a big blow to this team. I mean, he's going to miss some of the playoffs and perhaps all of them.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Anthony Davis is out there with Z, and it's Holiday in at the point. Now here is Holiday following the miss by Terrence Jones. Shoots, and Evans the basket on the assist by Eric Gordon. Evans has got the first points on the scoreboard for New Orleans. Here's Canaan, guarded by Holiday. Canaan kicks to Terry. Now here's Howard. He's guarded closely. Tries again. Davis with the block, and he gets it back. Evans against Ariza. Evans dishes to Holiday. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Evans outside. Shot clock at 6. Evans right side. Z the pass to Davis. Here's Z, and finally they hit one.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Jones with the screen on Evans. Outside Terry. That's good. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs, or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. He feeds it to Cannon. Kicks to Jones. 7-foot shot, and the basket good.
Not a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
There's the pick. And Holiday, here we go. Here's Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Evans has got his second basket of the game. Rockets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Kicks it out to Terry. To the middle. Cannon can't hit.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Davis setting the pick for Evans. He kicks it to Holiday. Outside Gordon. Passes it to Z. Trying to get open is Davis. Hits. Count that one from Z.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Canaan. Good. Cannon's got his first basket.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here is Holiday. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here we go, one-on-one. Evans passes to Z. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. New Orleans shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club. Right around 78% as a team.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Canaan, averaging 9 points per contest. Back to Terry. Gordon against Jones. Here's Ariza. The rebound by Z. Z's got 5 rebounds tonight. He dishes it to Davis. That one wide left.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Cannon kicks to Terry. He's looking for Howard and finds him. The jump hook, and that one's good. And the Rockets make a change here. And a look now at our 2K leaderboard to see which wingmen have come away with the most steals over the past month. 5th, Trevor Ariza.
And this set of guys can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. And that damage isn't just limited to one part of the court.
Yeah, you kicked that one right between the uprights, Steve. As small forwards, they're called on to cover a lot of distance at the defensive end. A lot of ground they need to cover. Those steals have come from everywhere.
Here's Ariza, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Goes up the baseline. Ariza with the bucket. Ariza's got his first bucket of the night.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better. Trevor Ariza showing increasing comfort with his outside shot. That really makes him a two-way player. He's always been a presence defensively. Long and athletic, able to guard multiple positions. Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Jones with the screen on Holiday. Beverly dishes to Ariza. Here's Jones. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And for Ariza, Clark, a great rebound. And we know he's a ball hawk defensively.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. He gets his steals, but doesn't pick up cheap fouls. I mean, he stays in good defensive position and picks his spots. And I think he does a good job of studying his opponent's tendencies. And don't forget, he's an underrated passer, too. This guy has a pretty solid all-around game.
Houston's glad they've got him.
I bet. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
The shot's good from Z.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
For the Rockets, Garcia comes in for Jones. And it's Johnson in for Trevor Ariza. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. Rivers, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday. Johnson, the pass to Howard. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Can't get it to go.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Fredette kicks to Anderson. Launches a three. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Rockets trail by 4. Now here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Johnson dishes to Howard. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
And so it's Houston with it. After the made shot from Z. Fires from 14. A nice shot by Howard. And so here is New Orleans. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And you guys remember that game. They got to the free throw line repeatedly with their aggressive play, and getting all those easy points at the foul line was the difference. Now you got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Screen by Howard. Beverly the pass to Johnson. Johnson right side. Blocked. Here's Anderson. The shot misses. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 6. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. You from the Pelicans in this one.
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Patrick Beverly, also Johnson out there. Howard is out there with Garcia, and it's Papa Niccolo in at the 4. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Z in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 36 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Howard. Riza comes in for Francisco Garcia. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Patrick Beverly. And then for New Orleans, Evans comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jimmy Fredette. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Ariza. The Pelicans have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Z. Soft touch off the glass. Z's got 17.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Left side Ariza. Off the pick. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Omir Asik, one of the premier defensive centers in the league. He's got size, mobility, and a great IQ for defensive positioning.
Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Gordon comes in for Austin Rivers. Gordon kicks to Evans. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside Gordon. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Cannon kicks to Ariza. Takes the 3, and he gets it to go. Ariza's got 7. And Asher, but not just to determine the rim. We all know that. He's also a voracious defensive rebounder.
Yeah, he really is. And, you know, teams love to go small, but when you have a dominant presence at the 5, it allows you to go small at the other 4 positions. He provides that kind of paint presence with his size and that motor of his.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Out to the right wing. Here's Z, back to Davis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Rockets trail by 7. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Canaan. Feeds it to Ariza. 6 to shoot. From 11 feet away. And the jumper falls for him. Ariza's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Holiday dishes to Gordon. They set the pick. Pass to Z. Kicks it out to Evans. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. It's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is. That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Evans has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
How about some of the numbers for Jason Terry? How last month turned out for him, averaging 13 points a game, 3 assists, and some pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table. You take a risk.
Nice shooting.
Couldn't collect it.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
Am I controlling the paint? Yo, I'm always controlling the paint. It's just natural to me. High school, I controlled the paint. College, I controlled the paint. Even when I worked in a hardware store, you know what? I controlled the paint section. That's what I did.
Your mindset is...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Z. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
Yeah, and I think that's been important because it's established a nice defensive presence for his team.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Evans and Davis are your small and power forwards. And it's Z at the 5.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Pelicans trail by 6. On the wing, Evans. Gordon up on top. The pass to Z. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Z's got 19 points.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
On the wing, Jason Terry, defended by Gordon. Terry, the pass to Howard. Inside, here's Jones, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, and of course, we'd all like to see that free throw percentage improve. I mean, he does not have the touch in the 60s.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Holiday gets the bucket.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Dwight Howard's certainly excited to be in Houston. He said, having guys like Hakeem and Kevin McHale on my side, I can't lose. They're going to really stay on top of me, and that's what I want. Olajuwon said, I'm like a kid in a candy store. He has the power. Now we're adding finesse to that power. A scary thought, Kevin.
He could be unstoppable, Doris. Thanks. Here's C. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Houston leading by 4. Cannon kicks to Howard. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul, 2nd team foul.
Now Howard. He's got 6. Here's Ariza. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Z's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Jones over to help. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Canaan, defended by Gordon. Back to Terry. Howard setting the pick for Terry. Shoots from the baseline, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Z. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And now, here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. Pelicans, number 1.
Yeah, I think the coaches really challenged this club at the break to improve their defense, and that's exactly what they've done.
The Rockets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Terry outside. Jones with the screen on Gordon. Ariza against Evans. Just 5 to shoot. Ariza kicks to Howard. Houston needs to get a shot off. And it's Terry again missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Now here's Beverly, guarded by Holiday. Beverly dishes to Ariza. From deep, the shot is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Jones. And that'll be his third foul so far. Holiday, the pass to Z. In low to Davis. The game now all time. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
I'm going to look at some of the numbers for Jason Terry. His last 10 games, he's putting up 14 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about him, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in him, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there. They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Well, Dwight Howard, one of the more criticized stars over the past few seasons, he says he's motivated by his critics, and he's had more than a few. Howard, playing with a chip on his shoulder, he feels he has a lot to prove.
Evans against Ariza. Z, the pass to Davis. Tries yet again. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Let's take a look at the stat sheet here on Dwight Howard. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month. 6th in rebounding. He was 9th in shooting percentage. And he's also blocked enough shots to put him in the top 15 in that important defensive category.
And, Steve, I think where he's ranked on the rebounding list tells you a lot about his game right now. I mean, he's a smash-mouth glass eater.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for Evans. And it's Austin Rivers in for Eric Gordon. Rivers gets to Holiday. The dish to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 10 points for Anthony Davis.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Dishes it to Johnson. Garcia sets the screen for Johnson. Here's Papanicolaou. Sinks the triple. And the Rockets lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
Garcia with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Johnson kicks to Howard. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Anderson tries again. Z, the pass to Davis. And that one's good. Davis has got 12 in the game.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court and finished off by Rivers.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
The feed to Johnson. Garcia sets the screen for Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ashik's checked in. Holiday dishes to Rivers. Here's Z. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Assisted by
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Beverly with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Johnson wide open. He fires. The Rockets with another miss. Pelicans leading by 5. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
The Pelicans have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Cannon kicks to Johnson. Pass to Howard. Here's the screen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Howard's got 10 points.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Passes it to Z. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Rockets trail by 9. They've got Jones. Terry is out there with Cannon. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Papanicolo in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Jones. Some solid defense here from Z.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, and Clark, you know, rebounding's a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable. They're doing a nice job collectively.
Terry against Rivers. Terry the pass to Papanicolo. Off target with his 3. Pelicans leading by 9. Gordon goes in. Here's Z. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, he did have a 3-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Papanicolo from out on the wing. He knocks it down. And here's Rivers. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Evans, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Rivers hits both of them. Rockets trail by 9. Cannon kicks to Jones. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. He feeds it to Ariza. A floater, rebounded by Z.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
To the paint, and that one is stuffed right through.
Tell you what, to be successful, this team needs his scoring, and they're really counting on him.
Rockets are gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Houston. And Anthony Davis is...
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Pelicans leading by 5. Holiday goes in. Here's Davis, rejected by Howard. Ariza outside. Papanicolo, the pass to Canaan. Kicks it to Howard. With the fadeaway. And the shot is good. Terrence Jones is checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverly in for Cannon. And New Orleans also making a change. Z's checked in for Omer Asik. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Evans against Ariza. Here's Z. Goes back up. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That is a pretty finish. The defense did all they could there, but he just outwilled them.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And I also like the penetration. They're getting into the paint, getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives. I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense. It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Holiday with the ball. Pass to Z. No good. Excellent D from Howard. Rockets trail by 8. Everly with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And so here is New Orleans. And the pass to Z. He kicks it to Davis. And stolen by Howard. Now here's Beverly. Terry outside. He dishes it to Howard. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Ariza has the open look. The Rockets with another miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Poke loose. Here's Beverly. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Beverly dishes to Terry. Here's Howard. Misses off the left iron.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Davis sets a screen. Holiday attacking. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Houston now, time running out. Howard with a screen on Holiday. And Jones has it in the corner. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
No good from Z.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Howard with a screen on Holiday. Here's Ariza. Another shot, and it's Howard laying it in.
I'll tell you what, he has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple of games.
Off the inbound. Here's Z. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Well, I guess they can get them when they need them. That's a good job of getting to the miss.
And Beverly kicks to Terry. Beyond the arc. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games, Steve.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. Steve, a resounding dunk.
Yeah, a take-no-chances slam, guys.
Pelicans shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Z. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker for the Rockets. Capela checked in for Terrence Jones. Garcia comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Johnson in for Jason Terry. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Anthony Davis. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Houston making some changes. Terrence Jones is checked in for Capela. Lisa comes in for Francisco Garcia. And it's Terry in for Johnson. New Orleans also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Vitor Favarani. Evans comes in for Anderson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jimmer Fredette. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Davis. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. And it's blocked. Johnson outside. They get it back. Goes back up. And that one goes long.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it